Top Prep Sports Interviews by Sunil. Tonight, I'm happy to be speaking with Tyler Norce, a junior at Lakeland High School in Rathdrum, Idaho, and a point and shooting guard on the varsity basketball team. Once again, Tyler,
How's
thank
it
you so
going?
much for the opportunity.
Of
Congrats on your
course.
success.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate this. This is a big honor to me. I really appreciate you having me out. I appreciate it so much.
No problem at all. Hey, I said wrapping up your junior year
Yes.
onto your senior year, hard to
Uh,
believe.
yeah.
Could you talk about it? The fact that here I said, before we came on the air, the fact that you're practicing with the varsity basketball team and
Yeah.
getting ready for that senior year, which is a big year. Under a head coach, I think it's Tony Hanna. Can you talk about so far your experience, here with
Mhm.
the varsity basketball team at Lakeland High School here, Tyler?
For sure. Yeah. So just got here recently. Been under practice with Coach Hanna. Followed like fellow teammates Kenton and Ben Ryan. And then our graduating senior Scotty Hawking. He was the 4A MVP for our league. So being able to be mentored by those guys who have had the experience and being able to connect with those guys and learn from them has been a huge help. And Coach Hanna is amazing. I mean, he has given me so much knowledge, and I feel really excited and very prepared for the next season coming up.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. And you had to make a transition. You
Yes.
transferred
Hmm.
to Lakeland High School. Talk about that. I mean, just in terms of it seems like again, you fit right in like a glove
Yeah.
with the team, which is important because
Hmm.
trying to develop that chemistry, that
Yes.
cohesiveness. Talk
Hmm.
about that. I mean, that it's not easy for every player, but obviously
For,
you've been able to, do it effectively here, Tyler.
yeah, for sure. So, I mean, obviously coming from Lake City to Lakeland, it's been a huge change. Transferring with teammates, having to learn new offense, new defense, new
Hmm.
everything. But I'm very coachable, very adaptable, and the change wasn't too hard for me. I came in and got everything down pretty quick. And like I said, just super excited to start the next season and, get rolling with these guys. And being at the new school, academically, like,
Yeah.
nothing even dropped, GPA honestly is going up. So, I mean, everything's on the rise and I feel really confident.
Yeah, it's fantastic to hear, and I think what's so dynamic is that you're a point and shooting guard. That
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you so
Yeah, exactly.
you can be the quarterback on the team, but then also you can be said a shooting guard. You can create your own shot and be able to
Exactly.
move around and
Mhm.
affect the game in many
Yes,
ways.
for
Talk
sure.
about that because those are important positions, but I'm sure it's something that you really you flourish in here.
For
Talk
sure.
about the Tyler.
So I mean, obviously being a combo guard, you have to be very what's the word? I'll just go with adaptable again.
Mhm.
Like being the point guard, bringing up the ball, and then next play, coming down, you're taking the shot like coming off the screen. So
Yeah.
uh, honestly, to me, it starts on the defense. I like to make my defense turn into offense.
Hmm.
And for me, that's where I get my heart from. I like picking up 92 feet. I come and I'm all the way there.
Yeah.
But being able to be that combo guard, you have to make plays for other people as well. Like I love setting up my teammates and driving through, making a lane, kicking out, and having my teammate have success. So I mean,
Yeah.
it works great for me. I like being able to do both.
Yeah. It's great. It's great to hear. Also, you play AAU ball. Built
Yes.
for a ball is the team that
Mhm.
you play with. Also, I know you want to rep this as well. The NBC International Channel team. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yes,
Head coach
sir.
John Fazio. You know, I mean, that's just again fabulous. I mean, the fact that you're able to play AAU,
Mhm.
travel, you spend time in Germany. I
Yes.
mean, talk about those experiences. How, I mean, I'm sure that was really critical for you just to
Mhm.
build your skills up, your
Yes. Yeah.
fundamentals as well.
So AAU has been a great help. Something I struggled with early on in my basketball career was the game knowledge and IQ.
Hmm.
AAU allowed me to open up my mind and really like learn like the slight details and where to be on the court at all times, and it's definitely made me a more confident player, learning under the people at Built for Ball and being able to train with those guys.
Mhm.
And being able to travel, I mean, going, to new places I've never been before, playing better competition, it really pushes me out of my comfort zone and makes me a better player. Germany was a crazy experience. I was there for 2 weeks. We went to, I think, 10 different places in Germany, and we
Okay.
played four of their club teams, and we went 4-0, okay. Uh, but that was definitely different. But not only was it crucial to my basketball career, it was also important for my just personal development.
Yeah.
It definitely helped me build a little bit of character, and I was able to learn under Coach Fazio a lot of important just life lessons and things I'll carry out throughout my life after basketball.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head. I think that's the great thing and the beauty of sports, that
Yes.
it does create, that brotherhood, but also those life lessons. As you said, you can carry on even after you finish basketball and in a career. It's just great, and the fact that I think also the independence it fosters. That you talked about that traveling to another country. I
Yeah.
mean, not everybody gets to experience that, and I
No.
think for you at being so young, that's really
Mhm.
again, just kudos to you. I mean, the fact that you're willing to take that leap of faith. I mean,
Of
and
course.
again, obviously playing some of the best talent out there. I mean, you talk about
Yeah.
AAU, but then if you're going, to Germany and playing against
Hmm.
club teams, and we've seen like how many players now are starting to come
Of
over,
course.
say
Yeah.
internationally to the United States.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you really get to,
Mhm.
see where you stack up and where you measure here, Tyler.
And it is a totally different game. I mean, when we got out there, I was surprised. It took me by storm. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
these kids play different. They're
Yeah.
bigger, faster, stronger than most kids I've seen out here.
Yeah.
But again, it was great being able to be out with those guys and learn and hoop. I love to hoop.
Yeah. And next month, attending the Kenny Anderson Showcase, June
Yes,
10th.
very
Talk
excited.
about how exciting that is, and just looking forward to that as well here, Tyler.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be a great opportunity for me, being able to be seen, exposure, again, and then another opportunity to play basketball. I'm very grateful for it. I'm super pumped. I'm in the gym every day training for it. Like
Mhm.
very locked in and very ready for it. I'm super excited.
Yeah, no, that's again that's outstanding to hear. I ask athletes, especially basketball. What are some of the intangibles about the sport? I mean, obviously you have that drive, you have that passion, to play the game. But
Mhm,
what is it, when you're out there in the court, or even before you take it, practices and you're warming up and just
mhm.
getting yourself like really locked in, for the task at hand? What is it, for you that makes it really special?
Um, For me, it's the passion I have for the game and what it's allowed me to do. This game has taken me everywhere. Like I said, even it's taken me to like across country, different
Mhm.
states, um, and I'm again just super grateful to be able to play the game. And I think about that every like before I even practice, before I have a game, like just how grateful I am to be out here and be able to play. But again, it starts with the heart, starts with the passion. Every game, it's just I'm ready, and
Yeah.
I couldn't be more blessed to play.
Yeah, I mean, just to have that commitment, that dedication, because really, I mean, if you want to be that elite athlete, you have to, do it year round. And the fact
Yeah,
that you're keeping up with it, even here in the spring, the summer. I mean, a lot of kids, they basically transfer to another sport. That I mean, there are other responsibilities and tasks. Just I mean, because there's a lot that goes into it: strength and conditioning, nutrition,
yeah,
that rest and recovery, because of that those are so vital,
yeah, for sure.
for a basketball player here, Tyler.
So for me, uh, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I go to Spokane, Washington. I have
Mhm.
a lifting and strength and conditioning coach. His name is Tommy Boyer Kendrick.
Okay.
He was the strength and conditioning coach for the Orlando Magic and the Phoenix Suns back when Shaq played for the Magic and when Steve Nash played for the Suns.
Mhm.
He's great. He's been a huge mentor for me and has taught me a lot about my body and being bigger, stronger, faster, and expanding my game, taking me to a different level that I didn't even know that I could get to. And again, nutrition is a huge factor in my game. Recently I've been on a like higher calorie intake
Mhm.
to try to build a little bit more mass for the next season. So right now I'm eating about 4,500 calories a day.
Wow. Okay.
Very high
Yeah.
protein meals
Yeah.
and protein shakes and all that. Just trying to get my body right and make sure my senior season is as successful as I want it to be.
It's great. Everybody talks about the physical aspect of the game, but mentally, it's just again,
Yeah,
you really have to. I mean, because a lot of guys can get sidetracked, and
mm,
just I'm wondering what, like, pregame, or just like, even during the course of a week, just during the season, what you do, because again, people can get lost in the shuffle. I mean, they really can, a couple bad games here and there could really,
yeah.
throw a monkey wrench in the whole equation. So I'm just wondering, for you, personally, anything you do, said special.
For sure. For me, it's all about consistency. Staying in the
Hmm.
gym, and staying mentally focused. Bad game or good game, regardless. Like I'm the same person I am, and I can only control what I can control.
Hmm.
So staying locked in, staying in the gym, getting the extra reps, staying late after practice. Getting that last 100 shots. That's all important. Staying locked in mentally and not letting the last shot affect me. It's having that next shot at like
Yeah.
mindset and just trying to be focused and the task at hand for sure.
Yeah. I think people truly don't understand. I mean, during the game, I mean, 4 quarters may be rolling by quickly, but
Yeah,
the fact is, you said 1 quarter is not going to, like, be the end of it. You
yeah,
still have time during, said,
for sure.
for the
Yeah,
next 3 quarters, to right the ship.
yes,
I love, Prep Hoops, class of 2024 newcomers said about you, that you have a great feeling for the game. Before we find a way to carve out your role as an excellent point guard who can score from anywhere. When you hear
yeah.
that type of positive feedback,
Mm,
that just reinforces it, I think, for you. And just like,
yeah.
again, gives you that extra boost, that adrenaline here.
Course. And to me, it shows that the work is working, and I'm able to showcase that to someone else. And
Yeah.
very blessed that someone said that about me. I ever take those things for granted, but to
Mhm.
me, it just fuels my fire and makes me want to work harder and get better because people are seeing how the work pays off.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I'm wondering, Tyler, when it comes to either college or NBA, any particular, it said, players you pay close attention to and sort of try to emulate, or maybe take away a couple of their, said, tidbits or nuggets, from their game.
Yeah. So for me, my all-time favorite and GOAT is LeBron.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me as the LeBron guy. But like for me, when I go watch film, I try to watch someone that has a similar game to mine.
Hmm.
Recently for the Lakers, Austin Reeves, he's been
Yeah.
killer. And although he's not the most athletic, he is very smart with the ball
Yeah.
and knows when to shoot, knows when to pass. I've been watching a lot of him. I like watching DeJounte Murray. I love
Hmm.
his defensive intensity and how he can get his shot off, when he needs to. So just guys similar to like my build and my game, I try to emulate
Yeah.
and pay close attention to for sure.
Yeah. That's terrific, to hear. As you mentioned before, it's just not being an athlete, it's being a student athlete. As you said, you've
Yes.
been able to keep your grades up, 3.5 GPA, that time management and organization, just to strike that fine balance, for
Mhm. Of
athletes, because not everybody is cut out for this.
course. Yeah.
With all the demands, you talk about with the practices, with gym time, weightlifting, and
Mhm.
I mean, it's just, I mean, the fact that, once you're done with, athletics, you got to
Of
hit the books, and then you're
course. Of
just trying to
course.
strike, the iron, hot with that, regimen. Just talk about what you've been able to implement, that has worked out to you, for you perfectly.
For me, academically, something that's worked great is having good communication with my teachers and my peers.
Hmm.
Being gone right after school until late at night, it's all about being able to stay on track. So, I try to set a little time aside, whether that be before school or after school, or maybe late at night, to make sure I get that work done, so that not only my athletic ability and things can boost my portfolio, being able to be academically, stable also helps. And again, I think just communication and the consistency of making sure that I'm staying in the books and getting good grades, is very important.
Yeah, no, definitely. Think you hit it right on the mark. And I'm glad you brought that word up track because I almost, forgot about that. That you also said have been running track as well.
A
And the
little
fact
bit.
that, yeah, I think that really benefits you because the fact that, as athletes, one sport can affect another, but just in terms of, uh, again, that conditioning and,
Yeah.
in basketball, you do a lot of running and, obviously track is just again a perfect compliment.
Yes, for sure, for sure. It definitely keeps me in shape for season, out of season, and all that. Being able to just be out and build friendships with other guys, and
Hmm.
being able to be out there definitely helps.
Yeah. Hey, as you know, we live in an age of day and age of social media, highlight
Yep,
videos.
for sure.
Got to get your name out there.
Okay.
Said for those coaches and
Yeah.
recruiters and scouts. Uh, how exciting is that to be able to live in these times? Get your
Mhm.
name out there. I said I know your dad does a great job. I mean, promoting. I mean, just the fact that you'll be able to showcase your talent on the court and
Mhm.
for the whole country, the world to see.
Yeah. It's super crazy to me what I'm able to do and get my name out there. My dad helps me a lot by making it easier on me, making my highlight film and posting it everywhere and
Yeah,
retweeting tweets and texting me late at night. Hey, you need to get in contact with this coach. You need to send your highlight film here
yeah,
and all that. But it's super, super nice to be able to have that accessibility and privilege to make that film and get it out and be able to go to camps and give somebody a flash drive, be like, hey, coach, would you please mind taking to like a
yeah.
minute out of your day and looking at my highlight film? I really appreciate it. It is a game changer for me, and being able to get my name out there is definitely very like a blessing.
Yeah, that's the perfect word to use. I mean, it's just remarkable the technology and just, you know, I mean, could never envision this, said years ago, but just to see now how that process has been simplified. And now, I mean, you post something and that thing can go viral. Like, you can
Mm-hmm.
have just an absolute breakout game and,
Of course, yeah,
put that, post that, to Twitter, to Instagram. And there are so many other sites I'm sure out there, even, it said some of the highlight video companies out there as well,
yeah,
and you have again a lot of people, a lot of eyes on you, which is just
sure.
again
Mhm.
is super to hear. Hey,
Yes,
you need a strong you talked about your dad, strong family support,
yes.
your mom Angie, your dad Brian, your sister Brittany, who's
Mhm.
married, and then
Yes.
your dog Tilly. Talk about
Yeah,
what they
yes, sir. Yes,
can't
sir.
forget the dog. What
Uh-huh,
did they
never.
meant to you during this journey? I'm sure that's something you really do rely on quite a
Yes.
bit and lean on.
Man, my family's everything to me. They make it super easy on me to continue the passion and love that I have for the game. Like I mentioned earlier, my dad makes my highlight film, and he's always, in my ear about, get good grades, like supporting me and, just helping me out a bunch. My mom, she's always there for me. She's at every game, and she's always, clapping for me when I make a good shot or whatever. And she also gives me advice. If there's something I should have
Mm.
done, she's there for me. Same thing goes with my sister and my brother-in-law. I love my sister. She helps me out so much, and my dog, support coming home, being able to give her a couple belly rubs when I come home or something like that. Yeah, but again, man,
Yeah.
family is everything to me, and they support me and they put up with me for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a. Hey, I really like to hear that. That's beautiful to hear. Hey, you talked about, I mean, the fact that you're really you're a gym rat. I mean, you love to work
Yes.
out, it said, you know, hone your craft in basketball. And then, of course, with lifting as well, three
For
times a
sure.
week,
Hmm.
personal training. But then that free time you have, it
Hmm.
said, with friends, with family, that's
Yeah.
important. Just to be
Yes.
able to
Of
relax your
course.
mind and,
Yeah.
take a break. How,
Yeah.
just describe those moments, how special they are, Tyler.
So to me, another big factor is friends. I have a really good group around me, highly motivated, and it makes my life easier. Getting that text, "Hey, want to hang out? We're going to the gym," or "Hey, let's go get some food," and yada yada.
Hmm.
So for me, being able to take my mind off of things when I don't have to have them is a great strength to me. And my friends are everything to me as well, and I couldn't thank them enough for also just helping me out when I need them, and having me, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's again, that's just fantastic to hear. Hey, I wanted to ask you about just circle back to Lakeland High School, the student body, administration, athletic department, what they've meant, in terms of support for you, but also, for the varsity basketball team,
Yes.
because I think that that structure is so again key for a team,
Yeah.
for a program to succeed. Just can
Hmm.
you speak to that? And I'm sure that's something you're looking forward to quite a bit in your senior
Hmm.
year, those home games and
Yes.
having
Yes,
that
for
student
sure.
section,
Uh
I
huh.
said,
Yep.
backing you. Just talk about that right now.
Our student body is amazing. We have an event. It's called Battle for the Paddle,
Okay.
and I'm almost sure it's either the end of December or the start of January when it happens.
Okay.
And so being able to have that organized and showing up to that gym with everybody that goes to our school,
Yeah.
just screaming for us, getting excited, having that just school enthusiasm and bringing the color of Lakeland into
Hmm.
our sport, and having the support and the student body behind us is amazing, and it makes the game so much easier for us. And having the support of the students and teachers at that
Yeah.
is amazing as well.
That's great to hear. Hey, I don't want to forget about the community as well because they play integral part as well in terms of that support system for the school, for the teams. Can you speak to that as well, Tyler?
Yeah, our the community is great. Being able to feel comfortable at the school and feeling welcome, especially is great for me. Being a newcomer and everything is
Mhm.
great. And yeah, the community around us is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's nice to hear. Hey, before we get the final word and message here, Tyler, I'm sure that you're just again just an outstanding role model, I think, for a lot of kids out there. Just with not only just with, of course, your athletic, uh, expertise, but just academics as well.
Yeah.
As I said, we live in a very competitive,
Mhm.
world here, and it's not
Yes,
easy to navigate those waters. They're
for
very
sure.
turbulent at times, in terms of figuring out what sport you might be good at and
Mhm.
try to keep up your grades. So, hey, if kids gonna watch this, I'm sure, what would you say to them? Because then you have social media out there as
Yeah.
well. So there's a lot of mitigating factors. But what would you say to them? What would be your best advice?
Um, Man. Whew, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean
Put
to
me on
throw
the
a
spot.
curveball
I
at
gotta
you, but
think a little bit.
I
Okay.
just thought, that just some simple, words
Yeah.
of wisdom, that would
Yeah.
just might spark it because I
Mhm.
said it's again, for them it can be very nerve wracking and it just very stressful as well. And I'm sure
Yeah.
that's something you've experienced maybe sometimes,
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, this brings up a great point.
Mm,
So in my freshman year, I was struggling a little bit, and I was doing some searching, and I found a quote by the late great Kobe Bryant. I think it went along the lines of, "The moment you quit is the moment you let someone else win."
mhm,
And for a competitor like me, that fuels my fire.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the second best. I don't want to be behind someone. So um,
Mm-hmm.
being able to be consistent, like I said earlier, and staying in the gym and getting your reps and also hitting the books hard, just everything is so much easier if you stay consistent and stay on your grind. You know, never give up. Like
Yeah.
I sound like a broken record, but seriously, being able to stay in the gym and not quitting like is amazing, and it only gets easier just again staying in the gym, being consistent.
Yeah.
Great.
Mamba mentality.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
Of
I mean,
course. Of
you know,
course.
I mean, may he rest in peace. You know, it's hard to believe he's still gone. I mean, I just, when you read the books or you watch, videos, you just like, is this,
Is
I
it
mean, did
real?
this
Like it doesn't
happen?
even
I mean,
feel like it. Yeah.
exactly. And, he set the bar. I mean, there have been
Hmm.
many greats that have played the sport, have played in basketball, but NBA, but man, he's, besides, I said, of course, Michael Jordan. I mean, I think,
Yes.
yeah, I know there are a number of players out there that can be, on that list, but he is definitely, right there, I
Yeah.
said in
Of
the
course.
conversation. Hey,
Yes.
Tyler, I wanted to give you the final word and message, which is well deserved here. That it's just been again a true honor and privilege, but for family, friends, teammates, and coaches, it said Lakeland High School,
Yeah.
built for ball. I mean, you know, also a NBC international
Mhm.
travel team. Even the community as well. I said at Lakeland High School Administration Athletic Department. Really want to give you
Yes.
the floor. I'm sure there are a lot of people you want to thank.
Oh man, where do I start? I want to say thank you to my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, brother-in-law and brother, and my dog, of course. Um, my friends play a huge role in my life. Teammates, past, present, and future. Who knows where life will
Hmm.
take me?
Yeah.
My school, teachers, uh, and administration and student body and peers at the school, just everybody that helps me throughout the day. Just huge shout out to them, and the coaches I've had along the way as well. I've learned so much the last since I can even remember playing. Just the development part, has been huge. So just thank you to everybody that has helped me throughout the way, and I continue to keep going, and that's all I can do.
Yeah. No. Well said. And Tyler, again, I said it before and reiterate it again. A true honor and privilege being able to speak with you. And
Yes,
again, congrats on your success. There's more to come. Where
yes, for
you got
sure,
the it
for
said the Kenny
sure.
Anderson
Uh
showcase
huh.
next month. And
Yes,
then you
sir.
got, of course, your senior year at Lakeland High School. And I'm sure we're going to be hearing, more accolades and achievements ahead for you. So,
Yes.
keep up the great work. And again, looking forward to seeing what you do.
Thank you. And before we go, I just wanted to thank you so much for having me on the platform. I really appreciate it. For everything that we've been talking for a while now, trying to get
Yeah.
this set up, and it's so nice to finally be able to talk to you and have the communication. This means a lot to me. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just an outstanding conversation and being able to hear your background story again is truly inspirational. And I think a lot of people will be, again, impressed by, the way you, I said, presented yourself. And I think the sky's the limit for you, Tyler.
Appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thank you.